Hello, everybody. Good to talk to you. It's almost the end of the year, and so something's been on my mind, and it's our 401k plan that we have at through our businesses, which is really important. And I wanted to spend a few minutes talking about it today because I feel like in the past we haven't had a lot of participation in our 401k plan, and I wondered the other day if that was just simply because people don't quite understand what it is and how it works. And so I want to spend a few minutes giving some instruction on the 401k plan to see if it's something that might work for you, as it's worked for me. Of what is a 401k plan? A 401k plan is basically a savings plan. It's a plan that the place you work can set up for you that allows you to save money and then in turn be able to put that money towards your retirement long term down the road. All right. The great thing is about it is that you save money, and usually the business will then add to what you have saved, and so you get like an extra bonus. It's kind of like that little extra tip you get on top of everything. We do this really because we care about our employees. We want them to have a good long-term life. We want them to have stability, and having some retirement money is important to be able to do that. To participate in the 401k plan, there's a few simple criteria. First off, you have to be 21 years old. Secondly, as part of the plan, you have to work in the business for at least 1,000 hours during the year. Okay, that might seem like a big number, but the truth is that adds up pretty quickly. That basically is the equivalent to about between 25 and 30 hours a week. So if you're even one of our somewhat part-time employees, you could qualify for the plan, all right? And then, of course, the third step is you have to choose to participate in the plan. And what that means is basically signing up for it and then making some of your paycheck go towards your savings. You can pick any amount. It can be a percentage. It can be a very small amount. It can be a large amount. It can be your total paycheck if you wanted to, up to a certain limit over the course of the whole year. You can pick any amount to go into that savings, but the important thing is to put a little something, no matter what it might be. So, what are the benefits of it? All right. So, the savings that come out of your paycheck are matched. And what that basically means is that for every dollar that you put into the savings, the business will also put a dollar into your account, up to 4% of your total earnings for the year. And I'll do some calculations here in a few minutes with you so you can realize kind of how much that really is. Generally, that money that's in that savings earns at least 5%, and sometimes even more, up to 10% over the course of the year. That's a pretty average amount of return, and these savings are very safe. They're not like the stock market that goes up and down where you can lose your money necessarily. These are very long-term and safe investments where the money just grows and does very, very well, and it also compounds, meaning the longer you keep your money there, your $1 turns into $2, which turns into $4, which turns into $8, where it kind of just multiplies rapidly. That's what compounding interest is. The other thing is that the money is really technically always available to you, although it's really designed to be there until you're 60 years old, your age of retirement, and then you can get that money out at no cost to you. If you pull it out in advance, there will be a percentage that you have to give or let them keep in the plan, but it's really designed for later on. And the great thing is when you take that money out, guess what? You don't have to pay any taxes on it. It can come to you as income because you've already paid taxes on it when you did your payroll in the first place, all right? So I want to do a couple calculations so you get an idea of kind of what money gets matched as part of this process, okay? As I said, you can save any amount you want that goes in up to a certain limit. The limit for a single individual is about $20,000 a year that you can put into a 401k plan. Most people probably don't put that much in, to be honest with you, but you're able to put that much into the plan throughout the course of the year. So, but let's use a much smaller amount. Let's say you just decide to put $10 in every single year, or I'm sorry, every single paycheck. You put your $10 in, and you have 24 pay periods over the course of the year. So 10 times 24 would be $240 that you would put into the savings, all right? Magically, that $240, assuming that you make most of the wages of our employees, would then be matched completely, meaning that for the $240 you put in, the business would also put in $240. So you'd end up with almost $500 in your savings account just by saving $1 or $10 every single paycheck, all right? Of course, that money multiplies the bigger you go. Let's say you save $50, all right, every single pay period. That would come out to about $1,200 a month, or I'm sorry, over the course of the year. And then at the end of the year, the company would match that. And so you'd make about $2,500 if you save just simply $50 out of each paycheck, okay? Let's say you do even one higher. Let's say you put $100 every single month into your 401k plan. That'll come out to $2,400 over the year. but you might be reaching the limit at that point. If you have, as far as the match is concerned, let's say you make about $35,000 a year, that means the company can only put 4% of your total earnings into the match, and so that means they would give you $1,750. So in the end, you make about $4,200 in your savings account. All right. So at some point, the company stops matching you dollar for dollar, but it's up to about 4% of what you earn, which is great. That's an extra couple $1,000s that the business can put into your savings simply if you are putting savings in yourself. Okay. So that's basically how the plan kind of works. Now, what's great about this is once that money's in there, it just sits there and it continues to grow. I did a little calculation as far as things go, and let's say you were to maybe save about $20 a paycheck every single pay period, and over the course of a year that built, and then let's say you did that for 5 years. All right, plus the company matched the money. That $20 a month over 2 years would basically come out to about $2,500 that you would save personally out of your own paychecks. But with the company matching it, that would make it $5,000 over that 5-year time period. Now, let's say you just left the money in there. You never contributed again. That money just sat and it grew, and until you were 60, and let's say you're 30 years old right now and you let it sit for 30 years. So basically what happens to that money, that $5,000 is there, then would turn into $25,000. So just to put that in perspective, if you save $20 out of every paycheck for the next 5 years, that $2,500 turns into $25,000 just by letting it sit and having patience and not touching it. So that's the magic of really a savings plan and how it can work. And you can only imagine if the numbers are higher, you're contributing more. So all that being said, of course, you can stop your contributions at any time. We don't always have times in our lives where we have extra money, and so you can stop participating in the plan at any point. However, signing back up again is the tricky thing. You have to wait till the next enrollment period. All right? It's really good to save. It's a good for you. It's a good financial decision to make, and something I'd recommend to all of our employees, no matter what their financial circumstances are, to be able to find a way to save at least a little bit, okay? With that being said, our new plan will enroll at the start of the year. So you'll be seeing paperwork coming out in December for all employees to be able to have the chance to participate. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to talk to myself, to Marissa, to the management, and we can give you some feedback or even put you in touch with our 401k company to help give you the information you need to see if it's the right choice for you. I highly encourage you, and I want you to participate. I would love to share some of the funds of our company with you into your savings to hopefully make your life better. Thanks for this chance to talk with you. Look forward to hopefully seeing you participate and save some for you and your family. And that's a wrap.